What you doing? It's all ice and water and mud. So satisfying. Yeah, you're right. Hey everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an evening routine. My name is Haley. I have a 7-year-old daughter and I am a single parent. It is just my daughter and myself. I love sharing lifestyle content on my channel, from daily vlogs, routine videos, recipes, cooking, and all of the above. So today I am sharing with you a winter night in our lives. I try to keep things pretty consistent, whether it be a school night or just a regular, weekend evening. As long as we are not, out and about and busy on the weekends, I do try to stay pretty consistent with bedtime and evening routines. I feel like it helps me personally stay on track and kind of maintain chaos. And it also truly helps my daughter sleep is obviously very important, but especially for her. And so making sure that she is in bed at a decent time is a pretty big priority of mine as well, to make sure we are both maintaining energy and happiness. So we play outside before I start cooking and making sure we get fresh air, sunlight, and playtime just to burn some energy off before dinner. We usually come inside around 4 p.m. as long as the weather allows it, around 4:30 when I start cooking. And this evening I decided to make just really easy flatbread pizzas, and I make these all the time. They are so good. I use naan bread, and this just happens to be the roasted garlic flavor. It's my favorite. So I am making up some caramelized onions. For one of them, I'm doing a barbecue sauce and caramelized onions, cheese, and another one just a standard red sauce with cheese as well. So as much as I'm looking forward to spring, warmer weather, more sunshine, longer days, and fun sports and activities like field hockey and summer camps and whatnot, I am realizing that registration is upon us. I went online the other day and realized that they were already signing up for spring field hockey session in like a month and a half or so, and summer camps. And so I need to kind of get on top of things, even though I am not thinking ahead to the summer whatsoever right now. But I'm also very much looking forward to Sydney playing field hockey again. There's usually a small session in the springtime as well as in the fall. And we are so blessed because we have this brand new facility. I don't know if you guys saw it in the fall when I was sharing when Sydney was playing field hockey. Brand new facility with a gorgeous turf and track around it. And this was the first year that Sydney got to play on it. And man, it's just wonderful. A wonderful thing for the community to have as well. Throughout the project, I saw a ton of community members and concerned parents talking about the dangers of PFAS and artificial turf and how it could affect the health of our children. I've partnered with Tencate in today's video to share with you a little more information on this. So if you're concerned with PFAS and want to learn a little bit more, go to playingforkeeps.info/PFAS. And I'll also have a link in the description box below. Tencate has committed to manufacturing PFAS-free fibers with no intentionally added PFAS in their processing aids or materials. So the truth is, PFAS are ubiquitous and found in many household items that we use daily, such as dental floss, dog and cat food, makeup, and more. So if you're concerned about PFAS, here are some things that you can do to limit them. Check your local drinking water levels, avoid fertilizing your lawn, and look for no added PFAS when purchasing products. I know how concerned I was when I started reading all of the parents' comments and community members' comments about this, but the more educated we are among these things, then the better I feel like we can protect ourselves and our children and keep everyone healthy. So I look forward to signing Sydney up for spring field hockey very soon and getting that started, and can't wait to do so. Again, I will have a link in the description box below where you guys can go ahead and find out a little bit more information if you are interested in learning about that. So thank you to Tencate for sponsoring today's video. Once dinner is all done, it is usually time for a little bit of reading homework for Sydney. So I try to do this every single night. There are some nights that we forget, but yes, she is sent home with some reading books for her to practice, and we usually do that after dinner when we're kind of unwinding. Sometimes we do that right after school, but this was not a school day when I was filming this, and so we just take 10-20 minutes or so and work on reading. I close up the blinds, get all of my plants pushed away from my one window that I have sunlight in, and so I go ahead and rearrange the living room and get settled. And this is when I also dim the lights and kind of allow us to come down from the day. If I don't dim the lights and set the mood for a quiet, relaxing evening, then I feel like Sydney usually goes to bed kind of all wound up still. We need that time to decompress and turn down the lights in our brains. So my daughter is 7. Her bedtime really hasn't changed a whole lot since she was very little. She still requires a ton of sleep. She always has. She's so my daughter. I was the same as a child and still am the same as an adult. So I like to stick to 7:30 on a school night. Same for the weekend. Like I said, if we are out and about doing something, I try not to stress out a whole lot. But anything past 8 to 8:30 is usually is something that I don't want to do very often, just because it really does affect her in the mornings. I feel like she doesn't sleep as late. If she goes to bed a little bit later, she tends to wake up a little bit earlier. That's just how it goes. So 7:30 is the sweet spot, and we are still there as a 7-year-old. Very curious to know when your 7-year-olds go to bed. I know some kids don't require as much sleep, and so I am very curious to know what your schedules are like. Anyway, so we do the brushing of the teeth, floss, so we do the mouthwash, and Cindy got her ears pierced a couple of months ago at this point, but we are still cleaning them each evening with saline solution, and so I'm doing that. And I do like to spray some conditioner in her hair, some leave-in conditioner, and brush that through so that I can kind of manage her curly hair and detangle it. It's actually been working out wonderfully. We are using the Not Your Mother's Kids curly hair leave-in conditioner spray. I think I just mentioned that in a video actually, but we go ahead and do that and then pop upstairs and I read her a nighttime story depending on how early we get upstairs. Sometimes I'll do one, sometimes I'll do two, just depending on how much time I have and how late it is in the evening. I will also mention I don't give Sydney a bath every single evening. She does struggle with extremely dry skin and some eczema issues, and so even just taking a bath in plain water sometimes will dry out her skin even more, and so we just don't do a bath every single night, and this wasn't even a school night anyway. She has just been home playing, so I usually do a song, some prayers, I put on her noise machine and her nightlight, which was upside down because that seems to be the only way that it will turn on these days. And I went ahead and went downstairs, and I actually did not have any cleaning to do tonight. The dinner was a super easy dinner, and so all I had to do was put the cookie sheet in the dishwasher, and I went ahead and slipped into some lounge clothes, washed my face, popped on some skincare, which I'm trying to be better at maintaining a skincare routine, which I've just been terrible at my whole entire life, but I am using a gentle cleanser as well as some brightening serum as well on my skin. It makes me feel good, honestly. Whenever I do it, I'm like, why don't I do this every single night? Sometimes I feel just too tired and lazy to do it. That's why. And then something I've been doing forever at this point, I'm sure you guys have seen me do this many times in my evening routines, is to set up my coffee machine the night before. So I put out my mug, my spoon, my straw, and I make sure there's water in my coffee machine so that all I have to do is turn it on when I go ahead and wake up. And it's just something I do for myself to make life a little easier. And I don't know, I used to have a boyfriend that did it for me. And I loved it. And so now I just do it for myself, and I still love it and enjoy it. So that is going to do it for my evening routine. This night, honestly, after I put Cindy to bed, was so relaxing and easy. Usually I have a ton of cleaning to do, but I was very happy to stay on top of it throughout the day, so I didn't have a ton of cleaning to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, check the link below if you want to learn more about PFAS and Tencate's mission.